right, so here he is, the former UFC interim lightweight champion, Toни Ferguson, and here's a guy who a lot of these fellow lightweights believe represents the toughest matchup for them. Just hard to know what's coming. Truly a five-tool player, and he will look to put all those skills to good use yet again here tonight.
I mean, you point to the Josh Thompson fight, the beautiful elbow that he landed to split him open, and it shows you the diversity of Toni Ferguson. And you have to remember, he was a national champion at Grand Valley State University.
Right.
So if he needs to, he can be a guy that has the ability to take you down and just brutalize you on the ground. Not only brutalize you, but he has a great ability to submit his opponents, as he showed when he won the title fight, Kevin Lee.
And he is most happy when he's in a fight, right? Certainly a guy who loves to train, as is well documented. Just the way he attacked the knee injury rehabilitation just shows you his true colors. And I know I speak for the MMA fans around the world, very happy to see El Cucuy back in the octagon here tonight. Well, enjoy him while he's here, folks, because you never know if this will be the last time we see Nate Diaz in the UFC with a fan base really as big as any fighter in the sport. Diaz is back tonight, and we're glad to see him.
Stockton, stand up. This guy has a cult following. He is one of the most interesting guys in the UFC because he has the sense that he really doesn't care to be here, but he also doesn't feel as comfortable anywhere but in the octagon. So it's a love-hate relationship with fighting for Nate Diaz. When he's happiest, when he's best, he's fighting in the UFC. A guy that boxes, unbelievable, but I think it's the attitude of Nate Diaz that has made him into one of the biggest stars that we've ever seen in the octagon.
He had a couple of life-changing paydays against Conor McGregor, the win at UFC 196, the majority decision loss at UFC 202.
Which to this day he says he won, right?
He thinks he won that fight. But one thing goes without saying, and I'll say it anyway, when Nate Diaz fights, the world is watching, and that is the case yet again here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Leving. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter holding a professional record of 26 wins, 6 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Orange County, California, Toni El Cucuy Ferguson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 21 wins, 13 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Stockton, California, USA. Ladies and gentlemen, he is an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Nate Diaz!
Okay, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch left, do it now, go back to your corner. You ready?
All right, here it is, DC. Round 1, Nate Diaz versus Toni Ferguson. Your thoughts on what Nate has to try to take away? Uppercut attempt does not get to the target. Nice job defensively there by Ferguson. Well, now if you're the opponent, you really got to be careful as Diaz is able to find a home for that right hand yet again.
When Diaz starts landing the right hand, you have got to stay firm. You have got to dig your heels in the ground and say, no way you're going to just run me over. Easier said than done when you're facing Nathan Diaz. Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one?
Well, Well, we'll see if he can turn this defense into offense, but he's doing a great job blocking shots here tonight.
As of right now, he's thinking more defensively, and he's doing a great job of not taking any damage.
And he counters with a left hand.
What a body kick.
Oh, tagged him with that right hand. What a strike that was.
What a strike that he was landing over and over again. His opponent will need to make some adjustments. Big powerful first land. Now we get back to range.
That's a really strong leg kick there by Ferguson. Oh, and he lands another leg kick there. I have a novel idea. Maybe the opponent should try to check one of these.
He's got to try to check him, but he can't, John, because there's no windup. Yeah. There's no tell. And when he feels his opponent, oh, that was nice, John. That was nice. What a takedown attempt.
Oh, how about this as he jumps to side mount to try to counter the guillotine with a Von Flue choke. Owen St. Preux would be proud. Somehow stays in the fight. All right, full guard now, DC.
The fighter on top needs to be trying to gain posture to throw ground and pound and then move to the next position. But if you're on the bottom, you've got to build a shield. Try to push your opponent off to try to get back to your feet.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Ferguson's has got full mount now. Oh, nice job to reverse position on the ground.
It was bad, but now it's not so bad. What a fantastic sweep.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape, close guard. Well, there are a few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here, and he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here. You got to recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you got to move him off, and you got to cover. You can't be off to an angle.
Oh, that was a violent tap there, so he submits him with the arm bar.
I mean, just steps ahead of the competition. Where you're playing checkers, he's playing chess in the ground fighting, and it showed tonight in his big submission victory.
Well, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That could hold up as one of the better subs of the year. Near perfect execution tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 53 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out, Toni Ferguson!
All right, so there he is, all smile.